Everybody, it's Cheryl. Welcome back to Mop and Sewing Emporium. How are you doing today? I am wonderfully well. It is Friday, and that means it's time for our show. Uh, you know, um, how are you doing? I hope you're well. It is a beautiful, hot Friday night here in beautiful downtown Paducah, Kentucky. It has just rained. It has very, very humid outside, like curl your hair kind of humid. It's gross. But we're inside and where it's lovely. And my friends, can we just can we like you know take the temperature down outside a little bit? It's kind of nutty. Kind of tired of how gross and hot it is. Mm. I hope you're all doing well. It is a gorgeous week here in Paducah. Lots of things going on. We are in week two of Shop Hop. Yes, week two, full week two, I should say. And we have enjoyed seeing so many of you shop hoppers out there. Thank you so much for coming into what is now known as the Little Goth Quilt Shop. We are very we've been very thankful for all of the people who have come to the shop and talked to us, and the people who have shared us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. You guys, this is nutty. We have had more um shares to those social media platforms, and people are coming in saying that they had just seen us on like TikTok or Instagram or whatever. So, thank you guys so much for all of those shares and those likes and all of that. And, as a little segue into that, don't forget right now is a great time to follow us, subscribe to us, because of course, that means you'll get notified the next time that we go live. So, let's talk about what's in the shop, and we'll go from there because it's crazy. It's crazy good. Okay, so there's so much. Yeah. Okay. So here is the first item. I have to scooch stuff out of the way. I had this set up for doing a Zoom call the other day, and I feel like I haven't set it back yet. Now, can we just also just really quickly, all of the pincushion dolls are still in here because I'm getting my sewing studio, you guys. It is so exciting. I'm so excited. Our sewing studio. Oh my god. Okay. So, if you follow us through the Badass Quilter Society, you know that we carry this adorable Kiss Clasp sewing box kit, hardware included. So it includes the clasp and the pattern for everything in here. And you're like, Cheryl, you showed us this like ages ago. Yes, I did. Here it is. This is my Kiss Clasp box. It's typically out on display in the shop, but just to show you essentially what this looks like is it takes two fat quarters, just two fat quarters for this project. You have the Kiss Clasp already in there, all I did was sew it, or not sew it in, but glue it in. It's glued in. And you take your like a pair of pliers and just pinch them here at the ends, and I just put on like a little bit of extra batting so that that didn't get scratched up. So it's a cute little box. Okay, I do want to show you like for example here, those of you that have like glasses, okay, these are glasses from Pear, so this is my skull topper, but look, you could put your glasses in here. This is a great little nightstand thing, great for whatever you want. It doesn't have to be a sewing kit, but it sure is darn cute if it is. And so that's what we have here, restocked now in the shop. So we had this sort of kit here, as part of the Badass Quilter Society. We've had them back in stock before, but can I tell you, we have not been able to keep them in stock consistently. We've always been running out. These are in stock right now. If you're interested in one, it is the time to get it. $15, you guys, and you can make this. Now, if you're thinking, but Cheryl, I want to make more. Yes, my friends, we do carry the hardware. So if you just want the kiss clasp, and now they even make a heart clasp, okay? So we carry both. So if you need the refill of the hardware, we have that too. So we don't want you to think like, oh gosh, I'm going to buy this and then you have to buy another whole $15 kit to do it again. That is not how it works. You can just buy the hardware alone. So pretty cool. Very excited that these are back in stock. This is a very, very popular item in our shop. Zaka Workshop is the company that makes it, and you can do all kinds of different fabrics on the outside. I mean, it doesn't have to be skulls. Although, I mean, would it really be mine if it didn't have skulls on it? I mean, really? I don't think it would, right? So you've got skulls. I got skulls on mine, but you can put whatever you want. And Maddie from the Badass Quilter Society, she did hers with a piece of embroidery that was from a like a table runner or something like that. It was just a piece of embroidery where the other parts of the embroidery are bad. So you can do whatever you want on the outside, and it would look adorable in this. Okay, so be sure, if you've wanted this, that you pick it up pretty soon. Okay, and in conjunction with that, we have a lot of the other Zaka Workshop items restocked this week. The other new ones, and I have not yet made this project, so just so you're aware, but this one is a zipper bag. It is called Cute as a Button Bag. And if you can see here, it's got like a covered button on the zipper end, and it has a zipper, but it also opens like a wide mouth bag, and that's because it comes with internal wire frames. Now, what is it asking for? Like a 5-inch charm pack, a fat quarter, some lining is a fat quarter. It calls for fusible fleece, but I've been using the bag foam on these, and the bag foam works very, very well. So I would probably call for bag foam on this one as well. It does want you to have a few buttons for the front of the bag if you want to. You've got the wireframes, you've got the zipper, and you've got the covered buttons. So we carry the wireframes, and we will be carrying the covered buttons for these. So if you want additional to make additional bags, but for $15, you get the pattern to do this, and you get the zipper, the buttons, and the frame. So, these Zaka projects they're a really, really good value. They're a decent price point for an afternoon project of making. And I have to say, like, it's also a low impact on how much fabric you need. So in this particular case, it needs like 3 fat quarters and some scraps. And that's a great, great project. So if you have not tried picking up one of these kits, this one is brand new to us. Definitely check out the gift and bag making section of our website, because that's where you're going to find all of these, and of course all of the refill hardware. The refill hardware on this one is $6. So and then you can use whatever button you want for that end, and if you have zippers that are 16 inches, you're good to go. But I'm just, saying, like, the hardware's in there. It's a great project. I think these are amazing. The whole Zaka collections are really, really a lot of fun. Okay, so we've got this Zaka project, and then I have to say, I think this is going to be one of my new favorites once I finish my version of it. But this is the Carry Me tube frame case. Marsha's here. Hello. It is hot and muggy here in Paducah as well. It is so gross here. It just rained on top of everything else. So it's now wet and muggy. Ugh, we are not happy. So Marsha, hello. I do want to say, Marsha, I got your messages. We are waiting for 2 of the More Than Bones fabrics to come back into stock, and then but they are all up on our website right now. Okay, so I did get your messages. I'm sorry, it's been super busy. We are in shop hop craziness. Okay, so Carry Me tube and frame case. I have to say, this is a pretty cool looking project, and it looks to me like it would have a lot of uses for you knitters, crocheters. It's a great project bag, and I just think that this fabric here is super cute. But it has, to me, very easy in construction, because look at where the handle is. You can kind of see how it's just slid on top of the handles. Really nice packaging here, because it's got the tubes inside here, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So it opens up wide. It's very much like a doctor bag. And the frame itself does the double duty as the handle. So that's really cool. So how much fabric does this one take? Half a yard, half a yard. So half a yard and half a yard for the interior. And then that also is the fabric that is on the handle. So basically 1 yard. And then it does call for fusible foam on this one, which again, we do carry that. So check that out. Comes with a tube frame, and you'll need like pliers or something to turn a fabric tube with. Pretty straightforward. So how big is it? 8 inches at the top, at 10 inches at the bottom, and about 7.5 inches high. So 10 inches is from here to here. It's about the same length as the packaging. So it's from here to here. That's 10 inches. So you're going to get a good size take with you project bag with this one. So it's really, really cute. All right, so let's take a look at the tubes. Now this packaging is a little bit bigger and the tube is a little bit more of a complicated hardware. So this kit is $25. Still comes with the pattern, comes with the frame already in it. Okay, so you've got those two things. You just add your foam, you add your fabric, and you're done. $25. The tube mechanism looks like this, and I gotta say, this is a chunk of hardware here. Okay, you've got your the hardware. I mean, it's a thick boy. And this is the 8-inch tube frame. So that's going to be what's inside here. And the tube set alone is 17. So if you want to make more of these, you're going to need more of these. Okay. So there's 2 different patterns that use it, but we're carrying this one. Depending on how well this goes, I would love to carry the second one so that you have the option of getting either one, and the same set of hardware will work for that. Mariana is here. Hello. How are you doing today? All right. Today in the cup, Road to Virginia, Road Sweet Road. This is a really fun cup. It is lemonade. Okay. So we have more Zaka projects on our website. They're going to be in the bag making section, in the gift section. Yeah, they're going to be a lot of fun. They are cute. This one's very adorable, and I cannot wait to make this one because I think this one is going to be one of those you're really going to want to see, like it is a super showcase for this outside fabric, right? I mean, like that one right there is the one that's going to send it home, right? Mariana is doing tote bags tonight. I love it. Tote bags. It's like bag making night for everybody. It's kind of cool. Okay. So, these Zaka kits are imported. They're really, really fun. I think you're going to have a really good time with them. I really think that you should check these out. We have a bunch more in the stuff. Kathy says, just moved here to Paducah. Can't wait to go to your shop. Thank you. I love that. You guys, that is so cool. Thank you. Which we're going to get to something about that in a minute. Okay? So love these. I know you can't you're going to have a lot of choices. Now's a great time to stock up because we are fully stocked. Okay? And we did get one fabric thing in this week, and I just have to tell you how fun this is. Okay, so this is a kit that our friends over at Free Spirit did or are doing, and this kit is basically everything to make this quilt. And your eyes are not deceiving you. It is a very light colored quilt, and this is a kit, and it comes with the directions on how to do the blocks and how to make the project. And this is the Christmas collection from Morris and Company, called Suffolk Holiday. And if you are a fan of William Morris, this have I got the kit for you. This says Gifted is the name of the pattern. As you can see, they took this pattern and they recolored it in the colors for this particular fabric. It has a cutting guide for all of your fabrics, so that you have all of the background and your various other fabrics. It's just easy to do with the cutting guide, which is nice. And then it comes with the pattern, and it comes with the fabrics. Okay. And I'm just going to go through some of the fabrics because I just want you to see how lovely these William Morris fabrics are. They are, very much red and green. Okay. So if your holiday to you is red and green, this is going to be just amazing. All right. And then these colors here are each of the different packaging colors. Okay. So, you've got like the background, and then you've got some borders, and you have some binding included in this package. So let's talk about the background. You've got this beautiful sort of tone on tone beige cream color, and then this gorgeous acorn, and this is gorgeous. Nikki says those fabrics are amazing. They really are. Now, William Morris is Mr. Wallpaper, art nouveau, very turn of the century 1900s, okay, arts and crafts movement. So he made everything to go together with his other things. He built furniture, he did all this other stuff, and he also made wallpaper and fabrics to go with all of the furniture. So it was a full lifestyle. And so you have these wonderful reproductions of the wallpapers and the fabrics. So look at how gorgeous this is, with the trumpet lilies and these just gorgeous like petals that fleurs. Okay, so these are your borders and your binding and your background. Okay, the entire top is included in this kit. Okay, so here are what will be the packages. So each of the little gifts. So we have this one here with these gorgeous, again, it's very, very similar to this bigger one. It's just on a smaller scale. We've got, I think this is Michaelmas. There are some prints that are really, really famous, and I think this is one of those. Oh, it's Blackthorn. Okay, so yeah, this one is Blackthorn. This is a very famous print of his, because of the thorns in here and also this flower motif. So you've got that one. You've got these. I mean, it looks so Christmassy in these colorways. And that's the thing about the William Morris, is that they are colored. So it's the same patterns as on the fabrics or on his wallpapers, but they're all colored differently. Here's another one. This is gorgeous. Look at the layering. Okay. And once again, I have to commend anyone who doesn't know that Free Spirit is one of the companies that can do micro printing like that. Okay. Micro screen printing. This is just to show you how good Free Spirit is at that. Some of you do not understand that the type of printing and the how these things are printed are why they are so why they are worth spending the extra money on these fabrics, because they just have so many details that other fabric companies cannot match. And I just want to point you to this this line work. Okay, it's so detailed and so fine. When we talk about Tula pink fabric, we say the same thing. Okay, these fine details are masterful, and Free Spirit only works with companies that can reproduce these at this level. And so this is a great example of that. Um, here's, oh, this is so pretty. Look at how gorgeous this is. Okay, just look at that. Unbelievably fantastic. And I just love William Morris collections in general. Okay, here is the last fabric in the package, and this one is one of his softer ones. He's got some that are more pastoral with like birds and trees, and the birds are just they're very you know, they're just they're a little softer. They're not as like heavily block style printed or whatever. So these are your packages. They will also be like the bows and the wrappings, and so you can kind of see how that works. They get swapped in and out. So you have these fabrics that make up the packages, and then you have your bindings and your borders. Mariana, I know, it's so gorgeous. This is such a beautiful bundle. Okay. And here's the best part, you get everything you need to make this quilt. Let's talk about how big it is. It is 59 by 64. I mean, that's a pretty decent sized quilt, and you get everything for $90. So this kit, everything here makes this full top and binding for $90. Incredible deal. And this kit is available right now on our website. So I know you're like, the hottest week of the year is when we get all the Christmas stuff. So I'm not surprised that we're getting this Christmassy thing, and it's gorgeous, right? It's fantastic. Okay. So we have to talk really quickly about something that happened this week. And I've done a lot of reflection on it, and I have to say I'm obviously there's a lot going on, okay? We are in the second full week of the shop hop. I fully admit that since Quilt Week, we have been like off to the races. Shop's been super busy. Very, very good problems to have. Okay. Cheryl is not complaining, not one bit. But as a family run business, and I say family run because it is me, my husband, and our child, who's 14. And being a family run business, we make mistakes. And we made a mistake. And that was, we did not change our voicemail from Quilt Week to our normal business hours. And you're probably thinking, Cheryl, that's not something you should beat yourself up for, as I knock something over with my foot. That is not something you should beat yourself up for. And I normally wouldn't, except, unfortunately, a customer called our store, heard that we had extended hours from Quilt Week, and made the attempt to come to the store only to find out that we were closed. Now, I found out about that customer and their experience because they posted in a Facebook group asking if anyone knew what our normal hours are. And our normal hours are posted everywhere. They are on our website. They are on Google. They are on Facebook. They are on TripAdvisor. They are on Apple Maps. They're everywhere that we can publish, except our voicemail, which I forgot to change. So, unfortunately, this customer went on a Facebook group and said that they were very upset. And here's where I'm very grateful. I have a lot of you who are very, very happy with our service and very, very happy with our store. And that meant a lot of folks did try to give this person the right information. But what happened is, after we responded, and I did say that we made a mistake by leaving our voicemail unchanged from Quilt Week, they went on Google and they left us a 1-star review. Now, number one, I don't want anyone to go to this person and cause any trouble. That is not at all what I want or need or any of that. But what I would love is that if you have had a great experience in our store, if you could please do me a favor, go to Google, put in Muppin Sewing Emporium, and give us a good rating. Because right now, that 1-star rating is the most recent rating that's on the page. And Google likes to feature the most recent experiences from people when you go to Google that, Google our store. And I just want to take a minute because there's just no making some people happy. I completely understand that. Am I upset over this person's 1-star review? I'm not. It's actually not. I mean, it was completely fair. My voicemail wasn't changed. I did have wrong information there. And they went and tried to come to our store when we weren't open. And I feel bad for that. So I did reply to the review, and I was very just, please give us an opportunity to make it right. Do I think that that's going to help this person feel less angry at us? I hope, but it is not me that I can't fix how that person feels. But what I can do is I can show the people who are Googling us that we are, in fact, a very good quilt shop or boutique to come and visit. Nikki has says, I've worked in customer service a long time, and unfortunately, there are some people you can just never please, no matter how hard you try. Absolutely. And I believe that 100%. What I do feel bad about is that this person did try to come to our store when we were closed. So, yeah. But here's something I want to talk about when it comes to reviews, okay? And I just want you to think about this in the sense of from a small business, okay? I am not talking about going to your, your big box store like your Walmart or your Target or whatever, and you having a bad experience and giving a big chain a 1-star review, because that's not hurting a small business owner. And I have to say that one of the things that this 1-star review experience has um has given me is the fact that if you that's a really hurtful thing to do to a small business, because that drops, their rating. And we had a 5-star rating before this 1-star review. Now we're at a 4.8. And look, I am thrilled to have a 4.8. Okay. That's a great GPA. Okay. I am a child that lived and died by GPAs. That's a fantastic GPA. I am not upset about the 4.8. But what I am upset about in looking back at how I behaved towards other small business owners is that a low star review is kind of the last resort. And while I completely sympathize with the customer in this situation, I don't know that it was worth a 1-star review. That's how I keep coming back to it, but I'm not that lady and I can't say that she didn't feel that badly. I that is entirely up to her. But what I would love is to make the first thing that someone sees on Google something that is a positive experience. So my ask is, one, please don't go harass this person. It's not their fault. I often say this to people: hurt people, hurt people. Okay. So something must have been going on, okay, for that person to lash out in this way and give a 1-star review for us not having a voicemail changed. I get that. It's still my fault. But I want to say I would rather have the experience for the next person who comes in. And yes, I've already changed my voicemail back to the correct greeting. But I want that next person to not think that we're a terrible store. Okay. So if you get a moment, you can go to Google, you can go give us, a kind review, and I would appreciate that. Mariana, I'm so sorry this happened. You are such a kind, welcoming person. Your shop is wonderful. I appreciate you so much, Mariana. I know you've been here, and I do appreciate you. Um, I get it. And the other thing I want to just pass along is, if you are feeling so strongly that you have to give a negative review to a small business, um, just think that, that action is going to have a lasting effect on that shop owner's ability to attract the next customer. And I don't know of very many situations where I think that that's warranted. Look, if it was just like a local mechanic and he's ripping you off, totally different thing. But um if you're not getting the right service, if you're having a bad experience, try to take it up with the shop first. And in this case, I felt like I did reply to the customer in a way that was like, hey, I'm really sorry that that happened. Here's where our hours are in the future. And very sorry that you tried to come to our store when we were closed. And like an hour later, here is the 1-star review. So I I I'm trying to have like a a good attitude about it. But I have to tell you, it really, I mean, it got me. So in a way, she had the effect that she was hoping for, because it really like made the rest of that day suck. Okay. And think about that when you're out there leaving that 1-star review for a shop or a restaurant. And I mean, look, again, big box, big chain, not no it, no one, no individual customer or person is hurt, but I was hurt. And it was also, you know, again, I'm not saying I didn't do anything wrong. I did. I didn't change my voicemail in time. So that was on me. That was 100% us. So we are putting programs in place so that we don't forget to do that again next year. But hooey. So if you get a chance and you would like to leave us a review, I would appreciate it. Because the one thing that I don't think is fair is that the next person uh, thinks that we were once good and we're now bad, because I don't think that that's what we are. Okay, so my friends, that was my very serious talk about what happened. And I would love it if you could help us out and give us a little boost. I did consider kind of laughing into it and going, come on down to Muppet Sewing Emporium, the place that one lady thinks is 1 star because we didn't change our voicemail that one time. But I didn't really want to make a big deal of it. But yeah, it it sucked. And it's not it's not a happy thing. Okay, when a 5-star review comes through, it's like, oh, you're like, oh, the little birds are singing and there's like la 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 happening. Okay, that's what happens when a 5-star review comes in. Anything other than a 5-star review, you're like, oh God, what did we do wrong? We do. And my favorites are the ones that are like, great shop, had a wonderful time, 3 stars. You're like, really? um, because I feel like if you're giving anything other than 5 stars as like a commentary, like that, like don't put like great shop, blah blah blah, and then only give 3 stars. um Yeah, and we've had some interesting comments before, like, um, small store, could have used more inventory. Um, hey, I get that, right? I mean, you think you're coming into like a big quilt shop, but we've never advertised ourselves as anything other than a tiny little boutique. So, um, but we are a major uh online presence. So it was just a weird thing And I'll tell you what though, we've been so busy. I have not had time to really kind of like suss over it. This is really the first time I've really kind of talked about it. Um, and it just happened yesterday. So it's not like, I mean, it's still fresh. Um, but like I said, if you want to leave us a nice review, that would be very kind of you. I am not asking. It is just if you would like to. Only because I would like for the next person to see that we're, you know, um, better than a 1-star review. Okay, my friends, that's what I've got for you tonight. We have those gorgeous Zaka kits. They're so good. You have to grab one if you want one. I want to tell you, everything is pretty stocked. Okay, if you're looking for something from us, we have it now. We have shirts, we have bags, we have books, we have templates, we have everything. So if you have been like, I've been waiting for Cheryl to get more books in stock, we have them. You've been waiting for Cheryl to have more needles in stock, we have them. We have everything right now. So now is a great time. Give us a little love. Bless your inbox. Bless your mailbox, I should say. And yeah, and Max is here for another 2 weeks, and then summer for us will be over. And so Max has been very busy packing orders, cleaning the store. Did I tell you he's like, yeah. Do we have any of the black and white heart shirts? We have the black with the skull logo on them. We do have those. So I don't know what other one you're asking for. But we have that one, and then we have the one with the tools on it. So we have that too. Okay. So, friends, I'm going to go. I'm going to drink the rest of this lemonade. I'm going to wake up tomorrow for more shop hoppers. I'm very excited, you guys. Thank you all for coming into the store this week. Oh, the tools. Yes. Yes, we have the tool skull shirt. Yes, they're in stock, all the sizes. Come and get them. My friends, I love you. Take care of yourselves. I will see all of you next week. Hope you get some sewing done. Don't forget to take a look at these kits and hardware and fun stuff. I will see all of you next week. So take care of yourselves. Hey, get like I said, and stay safe. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Bye.